Hey, this is Kim Brooks, and I'm going to do something a little different with this video. I'm going to talk about a very important subject, so listen up. Oftentimes, when it comes to being single, believing God for a mate, a lot of times people feel like when the scripture says, "He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor of the Lord," that's in Proverbs 18:22. Most of us are familiar with that scripture. However, a lot of us have taken that scripture a little far over to the left, where we feel like as women, we have no part to play whatsoever in being found whatsoever. We just think if we just go to church, go to work, keep our legs closed, all of a sudden our husband's just gonna come from the sky or come knocking on our door, or we're just gonna meet someone with the Bible that's gonna say, "The Lord said you were my wife," and we'll just get married. No. That's where it's been taken a little bit too far over to the left. And what ends up happening is a lot of women end up dateless for years. I've spoken with single women who have been dateless for years because they feel like they have no part to play whatsoever in meeting someone, or even being approached for someone, or even exchanging phone numbers. And there is a way to show interest in someone without chasing them, because as a woman of God, you don't want to chase. You definitely don't want to do that. However, it's okay to give a green light to someone who is, number one, a Christian. That's the main thing. As long as he's a Christian, and number two, he's single and available. And if it's someone, let's say you may know him at your church, or you may work with him or see him often, or even if it's someone you just met and you find yourself talking about God and the goodness of God, and you're like, wow, this will be someone I wouldn't mind talking to. I wouldn't mind if he asked me out. So if this is someone you have met, or you know that's Christian and that he's single, there are ways you can express interest to him, which will give him a green light, letting him know that if he were to ask you for your phone number or even ask you out, that the answer would be yes. Because I've spoken with married men who have said, in a group of women, if all things were equal, they were all equally beautiful, the one that they would approach and ask for a date on is the one that they feel most comfortable and most confident knowing that they will not receive a rejection if they ask them out. So this is very important. So what are some ways you can show interest without chasing a man? Show interest in a man who is Christian and single without chasing. The main way is to be friendly, be approachable, say hello, introduce yourself. It's okay. It's okay. I know married men who are Christian and they met their wife because the wife actually initially reached out to them and said hello, and they just started communicating. It's okay. Ultimately, the man was the one that, asked for the number, asked for the first date, but it's okay to say hello to someone and smile and be friendly and be approachable and keep the conversation light. The first conversation. No, your first conversation is not an interview. The first conversation is you keep it light, keep it friendly. Another suggestion, compliment him. That's a big one. Compliment him on whether it's his new haircut, his smile, his eyes. Compliment him on his style of clothing, whatever he has on. A lot of women don't do that. So if you compliment him, oh my goodness, he'll be so happy. He'll be so flattered. And so if he is interested, by the end of the conversation, he will be more receptive in initiating, asking for your number or asking you out on a date. So that's another suggestion, is to compliment him. And also, while you're communicating, have open body language. Open body language. Now, what I mean by that, you don't want closed body language, meaning your arms are folded and you just look like you just, everything's closed. No, you want to have your body shifted toward him. If you're sitting down, you want to have your legs seated, shifted toward him. All that are subtle ways, so subtle ways to let the other person know that you're interested. So yeah, those are the main ways. I had some written down and I want to check to make sure. Be friendly, approachable, compliment, keep it light, laugh, smile, make it very light, nothing deep, not in not in the first conversation, and body language. So those are the main tips. So and like I said, you're not going to be the one slipping your number to him by the end of the conversation. If he is interested, after that, he will ask for your phone number or ask you out on a date. And you know what? If he doesn't, that's okay, because he may not be into you, and that's okay, because you don't know him from Adam. And obviously, if there's not a mutual attraction, you can just write it off as he's not the one for me. So that's okay. So those are just some tips to show interest without chasing. All right, I pray you were blessed by this. This is Kim Brooks, a.k.a. KimOnTheWeb.com. Rate, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about this. Time out for us just sitting down waiting for God to just drop something in our laps. No, it's okay to smile. It's okay to say hello. It's okay to be approachable. So that way the guy will know no one wants rejection. He will know if he asks you out or he asks for your number that you would more than likely say yes. All right. Again, this is Kim Brooks. I pray you were blessed by this. Be and stay encouraged. And follow me, KimOnTheWeb.com. You can see all my social links. Join the Single, Saved, and Celibate Facebook group page. Private support group for women. We have a great time on there. And also rate, comment, subscribe to this video, to my YouTube channel, which is /KimOnTheWeb, and most of my socials /KimOnTheWeb. And also see how to receive all of my books, Christian fiction novels and nonfiction books, on KimOnTheWeb.com/store. I pray you were blessed and you have a blessed and wonderful day. Be and stay encouraged. Bye-bye.